The price you paid for something today, the person standing right next to you in the same store paid something different. Not because they had a coupon, not because they caught a sale, because an algorithm decided what each of you was willing to pay and charged you accordingly. This is called dynamic pricing. It is completely legal. It is happening right now. And once you understand how it works, you will never shop the same way again. Let's start with something that made headlines recently and didn't get nearly enough attention. Walmart, the largest retailer in the world, has been quietly rolling out electronic shelf labels across thousands of its stores. These are digital price tags. They look like regular price tags, but they can be changed remotely, instantly, from a central system. Walmart's official reason is efficiency. No more sending employees to manually change paper tags. That part is true, but here's what they didn't lead with. Electronic shelf labels mean prices can change based on time of day, based on how many people are in the store, based on what's selling and what isn't, based on whatever the algorithm decides maximizes revenue at any given moment. The price on the shelf when you walk in might not be the price on the shelf when you walk back to grab it 10 minutes later. Walmart isn't alone in this. They're just the most visible example of something that has been happening online for years. Something that started with one company and quietly spread everywhere. Amazon changes the prices of millions of products every single day, not hundreds, not thousands, millions. Studies have tracked individual products on Amazon changing price up to 20 times in a single 24-hour period. The algorithm factors in your browsing history, what device you're using, your location, the time of day, what competitors are charging, how badly it thinks you want the item based on how many times you viewed it. Think about that for a second. Open Amazon on an iPhone. Now open it on an Android device. Search the same product. The price you see may not be the same. Why? Because the data shows different devices correlate with different income levels, different willingness to pay. The algorithm knows this, and it acts on it. You are not seeing a price. You are seeing a price calculated specifically for you, based on everything Amazon knows about you, which at this point is quite a lot. Amazon is just the most obvious example. This practice is everywhere once you start looking. Uber, ever noticed your ride costs more during certain times than others? Here's something they don't advertise. Uber has openly admitted their app can see your phone's battery level. They say they don't use it to raise prices, but here's what we do know. Their own research shows that people with low battery accept higher prices more often. Because desperate people don't shop around. Whether that data influences the algorithm or not, the pattern is hard to ignore, and you have no way of knowing either way, which is kind of the point. Airlines, the seat you're looking at right now, has potentially dozens of different prices depending on who's buying it. Search for a flight on your work laptop, then search for the same flight in a private browser on your phone. The prices are often different because the airline system recognizes your work device as belonging to a corporate account, and corporate accounts pay more. Hotels. Same room, same night. Book it through the hotel's website versus a third-party app versus calling directly. 3 different prices. Streaming services. Netflix charges different prices in different countries. Not just because of currency, because their algorithm determines what each market will bear. Dynamic pricing isn't a retail trick. It is the foundation of how modern pricing works, and most people have no idea. Let's talk about something closer to home. Your grocery store loyalty card. You scan it every time you shop. You get the sale price. You feel like you're winning. Here's what's actually happening. The sale price is the real price. The regular price, the one non-members pay, is artificially inflated. The loyalty card isn't giving you a discount. It's charging non-members a premium. But it goes deeper than that. Every time you scan that card, your grocery store builds a more detailed profile of you, what you buy, how often, what brands you're loyal to, what health conditions you might have based on what you purchase, what stage of life you're in. That data is worth more to them than the few dollars they give you in discounts. Kroger, one of the largest grocery chains in America, has a data analytics division that sells customer purchase data to consumer brands. You are not the customer, you are the product. The loyalty card is just how they get you to hand over your data willingly, in exchange for paying the price the item was always going to cost. So how does it actually work? How does an algorithm know what you're willing to pay before you do? It starts with data. Your IP address tells companies your general location. Your location tells them median income in your area. Your device tells them roughly what income bracket you're in. Your browsing history tells them what you've been looking at and for how long. The number of times you viewed a product tells them how much you want it. Your purchase history tells them what you've paid before. Your age, estimated from your behavior patterns, tells them how price-sensitive you're likely to be. All of this gets fed into a model. The model spits out a number. That number is what you see. It is not the price. It is your price. Personalized for you, designed to be the highest amount you'll pay without leaving. The technical term for this is price discrimination. Economists have studied it for decades. Airlines pioneered it, the internet made it infinitely more precise, and your smartphone made it personal. So now that you know, what can you actually do? First, always search in private or incognito mode when shopping online. This clears your browsing history and forces the algorithm to treat you as a new unknown customer. Unknown customers often get better prices than profiled ones. Second, use a VPN when searching for flights and hotels. Change your virtual location to a lower income country or region. The price difference can be significant. Third, clear your cookies before making any major purchase. Cookies are how websites track your return visits and judge your desperation level. A clean browser looks like a new customer. New customers get introductory pricing. Fourth, for groceries, pay cash when you can. Cash transactions can't be tied to your profile. No data means no personalization. Fifth, use price tracking tools. Camel tracks Amazon price history. You can see exactly how a product's price has moved over time. If you're being shown a higher price than the historical average, wait. The algorithm will often drop the price if you don't buy immediately. It interprets your hesitation as price resistance and adjusts accordingly. Sixth, for big purchases, call and negotiate. The phone price is often different from the online price because you're talking to a human who has discretion, and humans respond to negotiation in ways algorithms don't. Here's the bigger picture. Dynamic pricing isn't going away. It's getting more sophisticated. Walmart's electronic shelf labels are just the beginning of what's coming to physical retail. Imagine walking into a store, and the price on the shelf changes as you approach it because a camera recognized your face, cross-referenced your purchase history, and decided what to charge you before you even picked it up. That technology exists. It is being tested, and there is currently no federal law preventing it. The best defense you have is understanding how the system works. Because a consumer who knows the game is infinitely harder to exploit than one who doesn't. Share this with someone who shops online, because the price they're seeing right now might not be the price you'd see. Follow for more. New video every week, and I'll keep showing you exactly how the system works, so you can stop paying for what they think you're worth, and start paying what things are actually worth.